Greetings and welcome back to the Boldly podcast. I'm your host, Hollie Swofford, the Director of Team Operations at Boldly, and I'm joined by Boldly's Recruitment Manager, Devin Drake, to talk about working at Boldly and answer the frequently asked questions we receive from candidates just like you. To kick things off, let's hear from Devin.
Thanks, Holly, and a big thank you to everyone for tuning in. We've compiled a list of the top questions candidates ask, and throughout this podcast series, we'll be answering them all. In this episode, we're going to talk about reviewing applications and our hiring process.
Nice. Let's start with the application review process. A common question from candidates is whether their resumes are being reviewed by an actual person or by an ATS system or even by AI. Could you explain who reviews the applications and what exactly we're looking for?
Yes, great question. I'm happy to share that all applications at Boldly are reviewed by a person, not software. After you submit your application, our hiring team will carefully evaluate it to ensure it aligns with the qualifications and experience we're looking for in the role. Being an executive assistant is a highly specialized role, and we only hire candidates with direct experience as an EA or senior administrative assistant. Keep in mind that while we prioritize candidates with the right experience, having experience alone isn't enough. It's only part of what we're looking for. To truly stand out, it's crucial to put care into your application and show meticulous attention to detail, particularly in the short answer question. Make sure your responses not only reflect who you are, but also thoughtfully address what's being asked. Taking the time to show genuine care in your application demonstrates that you align with our core value of caring, an essential quality for succeeding with us and supporting the executives that you'll work with.
Thanks so much for sharing that, Devin. It's great to understand how much care goes into reviewing each and every application. I think it's also important for candidates to know what comes next after they submit their application. Can you share more about the skills assessment and the initial video interview process?
Absolutely, Holly. The skills assessment is the first step in our process and consists of three brief tasks. These tasks simulate emails an executive might send to their EA, outlining three specific requests to complete. They are designed to be quick if you're tech savvy and familiar with them, but attention to detail is what's critical at this stage. If you successfully complete the skills assessment, you'll be invited to move on to the initial video interview, which is a one-way video interview hosted by our partners at HireFlix. You'll be asked a few questions and given time to prepare and respond to each. If needed, you'll have the opportunity to re-record your answers. And once completed, our recruiter will carefully review your responses, and if they determine that you're a good fit for the position, they'll invite you to a live interview with them.
Thanks for that insight. For those listening in, you may have noticed a recurring theme of showing care and attention to detail, whether it's in the application or throughout the hiring process. It really speaks to our values here at Boldly. Speaking of the hiring process, how long does that typically take?
Our process typically takes an average of 4 weeks to complete, but a lot of it depends on you, the candidate, and your response time. The quicker you respond to each step, the faster we can move forward together. We also want to ensure that every candidate receives the attention they deserve, taking the time necessary to evaluate each step thoughtfully.
Yes, I think it's so important to emphasize that we strive to give every candidate the attention they deserve, allowing ample time to thoughtfully evaluate their candidacy at each step of the process. And now for our final question, which many candidates are curious about. Are you really always hiring?
Yes, we're always hiring because we're experiencing growth. Each month, we bring on new team members as our client base expands. If your application is strong and if you have the experience that we're looking for, you put the care into your application and continue to show us in your interviews that you are a great fit for Boldly, then we would be so excited to welcome you into the team.
Thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing these valuable insights, Devin. It's clear that at Boldly, we prioritize care, attention to detail, and a commitment to our team and clients alike. If you have more questions or need further information, be sure to check out our website. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in our next episode where we'll continue to explore your frequently asked questions and what makes Boldly a unique and exciting place to work. Until then, take care and have a great day.